Hello, my fellow citizens of the 7th universe. My name is PaPlayer2 if you wish me a civic, and I'm doing another one of these types of videos because recently there was a new trailer for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 that introduced a couple new, well, one of them's a transformation, and one of them looks like an accessory, but could be a transformation as well. But for the races, each race has their specialty now, which we've seen. First off, Saiyan's got Super Saiyan 3. The Buu's got a blue water Kid Buu form that turns him into Kid Buu, basically. Ozion's Frieza race got Golden Frieza's transformation. Namekians now have a giant Namekian form, which is absolutely mind-boggling. It looks like a great ape, like the size of a great ape. And the humans have the ability to fly around with the flying Nimbus. Now, it's a little weird that the humans get that. I mean, it does make sense because, I mean, humans can't transform or anything like that unless it's like Kaioken, which is not a transformation. But with all these introduced, it brings up a question in my mind saying, how are these going to be balanced in the game? Because obviously each race has their specialty, and obviously not every single one, like, you gotta make it so that not one transformation is the best transformation by far in a game. You can't do it. You have to make it balanced so that people flock to other races, because all of a sudden, if Super Saiyan 3 is the strongest transformation by far, or like Golden Frieza's transformation is the strongest transformation by far, no one's going to play as the other races, usually. No one's going to do that. They're just going to flock to the best transformation, and you'll see that race going around Toki Toki City at all times. So, obviously, there's got to be some balancing issues about it. Now, how is this going to be balanced? There are different ways that each of the transformations could be balanced in the game, where certain transformations are specific for certain types of builds. So say, like, my theory is that the giant Namekian form is going to be mostly about strength, obviously, because he's giant and he can freaking giant punch you in the face and you're almost gone after that. But there's got to be some balancing, of course. If Namekians are the strongest transformation and able to do the most damage, you got to make it so that the Namekians are also very, very slow. It's got to balance itself out. Also, with the Golden Frieza form, one thing that I think might be really cool about that is that Golden Frieza's form is the strongest transformation at first. But just like in the movie, when you hit your golden form, your power starts depleting. So like your stamina, your ki, everything starts depleting when you hit that transformation. So it's kind of like you are all powerful. You actually wreck face right at first, but then you lose everything after, like, say 20-30 seconds, and you're basically have nothing afterwards, and you've got to work your way up to get more ki and more stamina, which, I mean, you could just charge up, and you could just, wait for your stamina to go up, but obviously, other people are going to be fighting you while you're doing this, so it's going to be kind of difficult. Super Saiyan 3, as well, could be a very, very strong transformation, but it could take up a lot of ki. Like, Super Saiyan 3 transformation, it's got to have a time limit. Because obviously the transformation, Goku can only hold it for a certain amount of time, because that's just how it is. So there's got to be a time limit with each of the Super Saiyan forms. Like, Super Saiyan 1 could last a significant amount of time. Super Saiyan 2 could last a little bit less than that. Super Saiyan 3 is going to be a little less than that. So you can go 3, but you're at the risk that you might not defeat your enemy right away, and then you're kind of left in the dust. The Kid Buu form, which I have found very, very interesting, because I don't know too much about the form besides the fact that you transform and now you're all of a sudden you're a blue Kid Buu form. This transformation, it could be like, trying to think, because it's definitely going to be, I could see about ki. I think it's going to be about ki or strength. It's either or. That it's got to be balanced in that way. Like, actually, let's go with ki, because Namekians have strength. Kid Buus are going to be about the ki, and you're able to spam your ki blast. Now, because of that form, I don't see you getting out of that form very quickly, because obviously when Kid Buu went Kid Buu, he never went back. So I don't see you like transforming back into it in time of a fight, but it could be like your ki blasts are like a lot more powerful than you were in like Fat Buu form, but it takes a long time to get up to that form. Like it might take like it might take up a full ki bar in order to transform into that form. Like it could be that like you have to have like a certain amount of like key slots, which are like in Xenoverse 1, like it took like 3 key slots in order to do your ultimate. Maybe for this you need like a minimum of like 5 or 6 before you can access the form. And when you do that, you need to have that much in order to transform into that Kid Buu form, which I think could be kind of cool, because it takes you, I mean, at first that means that the Majins are not powerful at first, but once you get up to that level, the Buus might be very, very strong in the end. And for the humans, the fact that now they have this flying Nimbus quote-unquote transformation, how the heck does that play? Because it's not a transformation. Obviously it doesn't make you stronger, you're just on a cloud. But how is that going to like balance out Super Saiyan 3 Golden Frieza, Giant Namekian, and Blue Kid Buu? Like, how is a little cloud going to balance that out? Now, if you were in like the actual Dragon Ball series, the Nimbus really doesn't do much after a while. But I could see that because of the Nimbus, you're not using any stamina. It's the Nimbus. So what I'm thinking is that when you're on the Nimbus, you're going to have an a lot of stamina. Or you're going to have a lot of speed. Either or. I think the stamina thing would be really, really interesting, because, I mean, obviously, to fly around, to snap vanish, to go Kaioken, all that stuff takes stamina. And if you are on a cloud and you do not take up any stamina, you're going to have a significant advantage against all the other races, because they're still using their stamina system, while you are just relaxing in a cloud, punching the crap out of them and using no stamina. So that, I think that right there is probably going to be how they balance it out. So the great Namekians are going to be able to punch extremely like powerful, but they are very slow. Super Saiyan 3 is going to deplete after like a certain amount of time, and then you're kind of stuck out in the open. The Golden Frieza form, you're going to be very powerful at first, but then you lose everything as time goes on. The Kid Buu form, at first you're not going to be able to get it, but after a certain amount of key bars, you'll be able to get it, and you'll be able to hold your ground with like a Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, but it just takes you a while to get up to that form. And then the humans have use absolutely no stamina and have a significant advantage against the other people who are plundering their face. So I think on that note, I'm going to end this video here. So I do want to say thank you guys for joining me once again. If you think that these ideas are suitable for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and you think that's actually a pretty decent idea, let me know down in the comments below. Or if you have suggestions as to what you think is going to happen with the race's transformations, quote unquote, let me know that in the comments below, because I'm always interested in hearing what you guys say, because then I think about it too, and I'm just like in bed and I'm just like, huh, maybe that can happen. Huh, this guy has a point. So let me know. I'm always interested in you guys, and maybe we can spark up a conversation and all that good stuff, and we'll have like a nice like discussion down in the chat. But be nice about it. Be very nice about it. I don't want any salt. I see salt sometimes. Got no salt. So yeah. So I say thank you guys for joining me once again, and I will be seeing you later.